Trent, how you doing, man?
Good, good.
Um, what was it like after a game like that with your phone probably blowing up, and what things did you do afterwards with family or friends? Just walk us through like what the rest of the weekend looked like for you.
Yeah, it was pretty special because I had a lot of my family here. Usually some of my family split and they go watch my brother at Western Michigan, but this weekend everybody was here. I was ended up walking out of the stadium. Got congratulated by my friends and my family, and my family already had a graduation gift for me. So I got a new car as well. So, I mean, that was going to happen either way, whether I played or didn't play or we won or lost. So everybody thought, it was a new NIL thing. But no, I was just super blessed by having all my friends and family there. And as soon as the game was over, we went home and watched some college football. We stayed up, watched the Oregon State-Stanford game, which was a great game. And, really just counted my blessings, didn't take anything for granted. It's been a long time. And, I was just super grateful to be able to help my teammates with the win and, hopefully get another one this next week.
I think I saw the car on social media. It's like a white sports car.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
What is it?
It's a C8 Corvette. Yes,
Wow.
sir. Yes, sir.
So that was happening regardless of whether.
Yes, sir. Yes.
So
yes.
Did you know that was going to happen?
I didn't at all. I had an idea of it. I thought it was coming in January, but my parents said, I've been waiting so long for so many things. It's probably time that we just give it to them. So I had no idea it was coming. To walk out, and I was already giving friends and family hugs and everything like that, and they, dispersed, and the car was right there, and I was already speechless from the game, and I was just grateful for that as well. But I'll take the win over that for sure.
That was going to be my next question. When you went back and reviewed it, what did you think about your performance and the offense in general?
I thought we did a pretty good job. We were responding with their scores with our own scores. Their offense was driving down, and our defense came up with some pretty big stops. But at the end of the day, I thought our offense executed the game plan pretty well. And the O-line, like I said, it gave me a lot of protection, and the run game was doing there. They were hitting some explosive plays, and the wide receivers made great contested catches all game long. So hopefully, we can just keep building on that and continue that the rest of the season.
And then Trenton, when you look at, obviously, hear the guys saying that they expect it from you, your job, but when you come in the game and they're calm as well, what does that do for your confidence?
It just boosts it, to understand that my teammate, believes in me, and the coaches believe in me, and I have their trust, and, hopefully that, and I have all 100% trust in them as well. So I'm just going to try to continue to do my job the rest of the season and hopefully help us out.
Obviously, Trent, you've put in the time, you've studied, you've been here, you've been the guy that didn't transfer, and you're a guy that people can kind of pull for. Do you sense that too, whether it's your teammates, the fan base, that everybody's really on board with you and they're pulling for you?
Yeah, this weekend, like I said, my phone was blowing up, and I'm super grateful for that, to see the fans' reactions and all my family and friends and former teammates. And, I had former, teammates. I had Bijan Robinson from Texas and Lathan Ransom from Ohio State. Some of my former Tucson Turf teammates, reach out to me and just telling me that, they expect nothing different. I've been able to do this my whole life, and just been super blessed to make a lot of memories on the football field, and excited to make some more. Yeah, I think my whole life, I think Tucson in general, but especially Arizona as a whole state, has kind of been overlooked, and, growing up, I watched Coach Iguano at Chandler, pretty much put AZ on the map, after Hamilton in the late 90s. But, I think Arizona has a lot of great talent that leaves the state and goes to big-time programs. And I think, hopefully this program is going to start, using that in-state talent to build an empire here in-state with Arizona kids like we've already started to do. 100%. Like I said, watching Coach Iguano do his thing at Chandler, and I actually played him in 7-on-7 in high school, which is kind of funny. But I think everybody here knows what Coach Iguano is capable of doing, and this is just a bigger stage. But I don't think this is anything too new to Coach Iguano, and I think we've all rallied behind him. And like you said, the coaches here in Arizona understand that, and hopefully we can start building an empire here under Coach Iguano.
So off football, you guys went bowling yesterday. Who was the best bowler? Did you clean up on everybody or what?
The best bowler? Coach Thomas is pretty good. Coach Iguano is another good bowler. My team was I had Bennett, Dalen. I had Ike with me as well, and George Hart. George Hart was talking the talk, but there was a lot of good bowlers, and I told everybody we got to come here again sometime, and just super fun to have everybody bond, outside of the game, and specialists and defense and offense, come together, and I think that's one thing that Coach Aguano's brought here is try not to split everybody up, but we're truly becoming a family, inside the building and outside as well.
Trenton, Glenn Thomas just told us that no decision's been made about the starting quarterback against Stanford. I'm assuming that nothing really changes about your approach or your mindset or any of that stuff, but how does it feel kind of now, given that situation may be different?
Yeah, I think for me, it's just taking one day at a time, really looking back at the game and fixing my mistakes. And I'm going to continue to control what I can, whether they name Emery, me, or whoever else the starter. I'm going to continue to prepare like I am the starter. So no matter who's named the starter or the backup or whatever, nothing changes for me. It's just a matter of time of what happens, and we'll see what happens.